Hey everyone, Kate here, back with another adventure for you all, of course. Now, this one did take place in June of 2019, so rather late posting it, but I still really want to share it because it is such a beautiful area. The landscape there is amazing. It's really neat how all of this sand just meets up against the mountains there. Um, I live in Colorado Springs, so the drive there, you have two options to get there. Both are very pretty picturesque scenes. I'm going to be posting one picture which very specifically looks like it looks like a painting. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Hard to fathom that this kind of beauty exists here. Unless you're me and get to experience it all the time. Now, if you are traveling from Colorado Springs to the Great Sand Dunes, you do have two options as far as traveling there. I'm sure there are other ways as well, but these would be your main two. The first one is going to be coming down I-25 and then turning off at Walsenburg and then just following that route around to the Great Sand Dunes. That is also a very pretty drive. That's going to be what you're going to see in the first part of this video with more or less the still clips that I'm showing. That's the drive down there that way. Now, at the end of the video, I do show the drive back, and that route consists of taking 285 and then jumping on 24 and heading back into the Springs. Also a very nice drive. If I had to choose one, I always say if I had to choose one, and I have such a hard time choosing. So if you can, make both, take one down, take the other one back, and really enjoy the scenery that Colorado has to offer. So one of the main reasons for having gone to the sand dunes when I went was because the creek was higher than it had been in 10 years. And for me, I love to experience our world when it's in these states of like influx that aren't common per se, breaking records and such. I had been to these sand dunes about 2 years prior, but again, really wanted to make this trip to see the variation in the creek there that you pass over to get to the sand dunes. Now, the sand dunes themselves are really incredible. They're quite a bit of a challenge if you're going to hike to the top. It arises the question of what would be the best footwear to wear, and really, if you're looking at doing hiking boots or shoes, my conclusion with either of those is that you're going to end up with sand in them. Same with sandals. I feel personally that going barefoot is the best option. Then again, the sand gets hot, so it's all about what the weather is going to be like when you do go. I'll let you guys make that decision. We initially took shoes with us, ended up taking them off and going barefoot the entire time. So my recommendation would be barefoot, but again, depending on the weather, because that sand does get very hot. In addition to which kind of shoes you're going to want to wear there, I do want to add that as you can see from the videos, that it does get very windy there. And you're amid a whole bunch of sand. And when that wind picks up, so does the sand, and it can hurt pretty bad. So I'd recommend, just being attentive to that being something that could happen, an occurrence, and to make sure you dress accordingly. Bring a hoodie or something that has a hat you can put over or a hood you can put over your face if it does get windy. You can easily tie that around you while you're walking up. I felt that while we were there, the temperature seemed to fluctuate. It was hot, but at the same time, there were moments where it was pretty cool. And so having that extra layer helps. And again, it doesn't hurt to have it. You can wrap it around you and also protect yourself from those elements there at the sand dunes. Another common question asked when people want to go to the sand dunes is, can you ride the sleds down them? The first time I'd gone was with my son and a few other people, mainly his friends. And of course, we brought some sleds with us and the little faux snowboards. I would say that, and we didn't wax the bottom of them, which apparently would help. So depending on what you're using and if you're waxing the bottom, I would say would be the determining factor for the success in those things. When the kids did it, it was kind of hit or miss. Sometimes they would be able to go down rather easily, sometimes not so easy. So you could always take one along. Mind you, you would be carrying it with you. Wrap a string around it and pull it, or a rope rather. But it's something you could definitely give a go. Can't guarantee that it would work, but it is a possibility. And if you're wondering whether or not you can make a sand angel the same way you can make a snow angel, make sure you stay tuned till the end of this video to see whether or not you can. So again, we went in mid-June, and as you can see from all of the cars, it was pretty packed. However, we managed to get front row parking, of course. And yes, all of those little specks on the sand dunes are people. And this is where we decided to cross over to get to the sand dunes to start our hike. I did slip and fall in the sand right there. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's like a little surge of water. Do you see it? Okay, so we're gonna hike to the top of that one. Oops. I know we can. So we have that hill all the way over to there. So we're halfway up that big ass mound. So this sand, what would you call it? Like flatter? It's harder, more packed. So the trick is to definitely walk where the sand is compacted or packed down. Where there are all those footsteps, it sucks. Oh my God, are you kidding? Okay, that's not bad. All right, so now we have a few options. This is one of them. Again, we're going to the top of that one. So I think we're gonna go down and up this. What do you think? Okay, I think barefoot is the best option.
I think sand's not too bad.
Yeah. Okay, so we went from there to now we're over here, and we have that much more to go. So you want to go up this one?
I thought it might be a little easier.
Okay. But see, then where those people are walking right there, we have to go up that too. But I feel like if we go up this, it eliminates that. back on. Yeah, they just keep going and going. So here we are, pretty much at the top, and of course the top is never the top. I know, isn't it perfect? Hey, random guy. You don't know, but this exists. This awesome picture of you. Oh, you can really see all the sand from the wind right there. It just looks like a picture. It's so pretty. I love it. Can you zoom in? Oh, okay, I see. So this is the end, unless we wanted to go down this. So we are going to go down a different way than we came up. I love the colors. So this sand is actually wet. I think the barefoot is a great idea until the sand gets hot. Over that way, over up to the top. So the goal was to come down and not have to go up anything else. However, we did have to. But now we don't. We're at the end. Alright, so if you're wondering whether or not you can make a snow, well rather a sand angel, let's see. So this is pretty much the most water that's been here, I think, in about 10 years. That is such a good heart. It's in the clouds. It's raining.
Oh, I see it.
Wow. It looks like it has a I hope you all have enjoyed this video. If you have, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, as well as checking out the other videos I have posted regarding nearby attractions near the sand dunes. For example, the Colorado Gator and Reptile Park, as well as Zapata Falls, such an awesome place to go. The hike to it is quite an adventure in and of its own. You have to walk through freezing cold water to get to the falls. Again, check out that video if you're interested in just maybe some other attractions near the Great Sand Dunes after you've conquered that adventure there. Stay tuned to see what else I'm up to, as well as subscribing to make sure that you're in the know. As always, thank you so much for watching.